Today I'm going to show you how to go from idea to application in just a few minutes on Replit. Along the way, you're going to get an intro to the platform and learn everything you need to know to start vibe coding. So stick around and watch this one if you're looking to get into vibe coding or just learn what Replit is. Let's jump into it. So I had an idea for an app. I wanted to create a meditation app. I wanted something kind of different from some of the other apps out there. I wanted to see if I could create my idea. So help me create a meditation app. It should feature different meditation presets like box breathing, time practices with interval presets, etc. Now, I don't know all the meditation practices out there, so I'm asking Agent, hey, do research on popular meditation techniques to incorporate them into my app. The timer should be the core piece of functionality, so do research on how to build a meditation timer, right? Finally, make the app hyper minimalist and distraction-free and zen. So we're going to click Start Chat. And I kind of glossed over what we're doing here because I think it's important just to get the message out. The first thing Agent's going to do is come up with a plan for us. While it does that, I'm going to talk a little bit about what Replit is and how it works. So Replit is just a website you go to in your browser, replit.com. It allows you to turn ideas into applications. We do that with the help of our AI agent. Now, Agent is going to help us kind of flesh out our idea and build a prototype. It's going to build basically a visual preview of that application. But the first thing it's going to do, since I asked it to do research, is search the web, as we can see down here. So more than just helping us plan our app, Agent can do research, find external information, and pull that into our application. Now, on Replit, you don't need to install anything. You don't need to configure anything. We have all the tools we need here in our browser. And under the hood, Agent's actually going to write code. It's going to write a real application using code that accesses all the services in the Replit Workspace. And that's really powerful because it means Agent can do anything that code can do. And you can take that code with you anywhere you want to go. You can bring code into Replit. So what we can see here is that Agent just performed our web search. So it looks like it's doing research on guided meditation. So it found 478 breathing as well. We have some links. And so what Agent's going to do now is work this information that it researched into our implementation plan, right? And that implementation plan we get is going to be a preview of what Agent wants to build. So breaking this down, first we're planning what we want our app to do. I thought all about that a little bit beforehand. And then we're prompting Agent to help us build that plan. So Agent created this plan for us. And if we look through it, we can make sure it kind of aligns with what we want. A robust timer system, multiple meditation presets. I'm just skimming over the rest of this, but it all looks good. Now on the right here, Agent's going to design our application for us. Now it's important to mention this is just a preview. This actually isn't the working code. It's just kind of a visual shell, but it'll help us understand what our app is going to look like. It typically takes maybe 1 or 2 seconds to start coming in here. So you can see the code streaming in, and then very soon we actually see the app kind of come into existence. And so this is kind of in line with the kind of minimalist Zen theme that I was going for. I can actually approve this plan, and Agent's going to keep building out that visual preview for me, and then start building out the actual application once it's ready. So what's happening? What did we just do here? Well, we just got dropped into the Replit Workspace. And the workspace is our place where we can interact with Agent through messages down here in the bottom left, and see our project being built in real time. We have access to tools either by clicking the plus icon here and going to those tools, or by navigating to the tools on the left. And some of those tools include things like databases. So being able to store data in our application, being able to deploy our application or make it available to everyone. We're going to do that today. But the important thing to realize is that this is all happening in our browser. And though it looks really simple, though it looks like, we have our visual preview of our app, Agent is now working on the actual code that goes into our application. At any time, you can open the file tree to see the files that exist. Agent hasn't quite started scaffolding it out just yet, but it should shortly. And you'll also be able to click into those files and edit them, because under the hood, Replit has all of the functionality of a code editor, and that's really important. So there you can actually just see Agent started scaffolding out our application, and now we have all of these files. We could dig into those, we could search them, we could try to understand how Agent's writing the code. I actually think it's a really great way to learn. So now that Agent is done with the visual preview of our application here on the right, it'll start actually writing code, start building the app. So that typically takes between 5 and 10 minutes. We're going to come right back once it's done with the visual preview and keep building. So agent finished up our run, and this was one shot, right? We just sent one message to agent, and we have a timer on the right. And if I start the timer, let's select mindfulness. It starts from the top at 25 minutes. That looks good. We can click stop there. We try out box breathing, and it's going to go 10 minutes. And box breathing, if you're unfamiliar, it's hold for, breathe in for, hold for, and then breathe out for. So it looks like agent's actually tracking this one as well. And that's really cool. And it seems like we kind of have the basics of what we'd want to build. So let's start to refine this app a little bit. Well, Zen timer, I like that, but I think it could have an emoji. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the visual editor down here and click Zen timer. And this is going to let me edit the text. So what I could do is go over to Zen timer and type in the plant emoji because I like plants. So now we have a little Zen. We can save our changes, and that's actually easier sometimes than prompting agent. Other things that we can do. So we can maybe change the time. And I could say, well, I really kind of want the time to be more of a central focus here. Let's make it 48. So now the time's a little bit bigger. What are some other features that we want? Well, maybe we want the ability to log in and save our sessions. And for that, we're going to add authentication. What we can say is add user login and the ability to track meditation sessions. We also want to make sure it logs partial sessions, right? Be sure to log partial sessions when the user clicks pause or exits the app. Now, we can send this prompt just fine. That's what I've been doing, sending prompts to agent, or we can toggle on a couple of our new features. So a couple tools I want to call out by clicking this little tool icon. We have web search, which we used when we built our app. It allows agent to search the internet, but we also have extended thinking and high power models. These are really great for when we're trying more demanding tasks or things that might be complicated for AI to accomplish. So just to give you an example, we'll toggle those for this action. That's important because, user login, tracking state, these are all kind of complicated problems. So it can be useful to use what we call dynamic intelligence, or these features in the bottom, to run this operation. Now, a side note, these come at a little higher cost, so be sensitive if you're using dynamic intelligence when you're making these chats with agent. What you'll notice is important. Agent just created a database. So typically it's really hard to add data to your application. In Replit, you can tie databases in directly to your app. So if I click the database icon, we can see we have our database connected. And now the agent is planning the database schema, or basically the layout of our database, and adding authentication, adding session tracking, etc. Why is this important? Well, authentication is actually a really hard problem. There are entire businesses, there are entire industries dedicated to figuring out authentication. And so what we're doing with Replit Authentication is we're using Replit's services to be able to log in. So instead of logging in with a new account, you'll just use Replit services. That means we give you security, we give you protection, we make it easy for your users to do things like reset their email because they're logging in with their Replit account. And if you're paying attention here, you'll notice some important things. Agent is editing files, planning schemas, planning databases, and actually fixing errors. It's able to see the errors in your application, fix them proactively, and implement these next steps. So we're going from an idea about our timer to an actual app that has these services, that has all of this kind of complex stuff, but without the complexity of code, without the complexity of having to know software engineering. I'm going to come back when agent finishes up this auth integration. We're going to see what's up with our timer. So agent is wrapping up our auth, but one thing I wanted to call out are rollbacks and checkpoints. And what you'll notice is that while we're building on the left here, agent is making checkpoints on our application. What's a checkpoint? Well, it's just like in a video game. When you get a checkpoint or a save state, you can think about it like a safe spot that you can always go back to. And so under the hood, agent's creating these git commits or these checkpoints that we can roll back to at any time. So if I clicked roll back, I'd be able to restore my files, agent's memory, even the data in my application, which means that everything in my app is safe at all times. So if you want to try and experiment with new features, if you want to try out new ideas, just know that checkpoints always exist. Your work is always saved on Replit, and you can go back to it. You can also load an interactive preview of your application to kind of visualize where it was at that point in time. You can see this one doesn't have my little emoji. So it's super important to use checkpoints to save your work. And at any time, you can go to the history pane to see a visual timeline of all the checkpoints in your application. Agent added our user auth and a few other features. We actually got an error here, failed to execute fetch on window API sessions. So I prompted that error to agent. Now it's working on fixing that, so we shouldn't have that anymore. And that's important to call out because building with AI is actually imperfect. Sometimes you bump into little bruises or paper cuts, etc. And it's about overcoming that to build what you want. And so providing context to agent, providing context about what's going wrong can help us overcome those things. So now we have a landing page with our meditation app. And we have a start your practice button or a login button to use the application. Now, when I click this, we're going to log in with our Replit account. So clicking that is going to open this page where I'm giving our app access to my Replit account. And you'll be able to allow your users to log into the app as well. And so now we have my profile picture, the ability to see history or log out, and it actually resumed my existing session. We can start over there as well. And so what I'd expect is that when I complete these sessions, they get logged to my history. So you can even see mindfulness meditation, right? 0 minutes, 0 seconds, 0% completed. That's my current session. So we added login, we added authentication, we added a database so that we can have users who access our app and store information to build things. And this is super powerful. This is really important. It's one of the things that makes Replit different from any other tool out there. It's that we can add a database, right? As well as tables with meditation sessions and users, and tie in authentication to our application as well. So our app isn't perfect by any means, but it's in a really good state and it's close to what I want it to be. We're going to take it and we're going to deploy or publish it live to the internet. All you have to do is go up and click the deploy button in the top right. We have some settings. I'm not going to worry about those right now. You can just approve those, choose a URL, notably Zen Breath. It's a little crazy. We'll call it Matt is Zen. Why not? And we're going to deploy that to the internet. Of course, if we want to, we can also run a security scan on our application to make sure that it's safe and there aren't any vulnerabilities. The security scanner will show us if there are any issues in our app while we're deploying it. You can also run this beforehand. I don't think there are any issues in this one, but what's happening is that in the deployment, we're taking a snapshot of our application, bundling it up, and then pushing it to its own URL where people will be able to go and access it. And the cool thing about deployments on Replit is that if your app runs in the workspace, in the tools that we're using, it's also going to run in the deployed version. And that's super powerful because this really only takes a couple minutes. It's really impressive. And so no vulnerabilities were found with the security scanner. Our deployment is wrapping up and we have our application that users can log into. It's a meditation timer that just works. It has box breathing. It has 4-7-8 breathing. And we're storing those sessions in the database as well. So just like that, we took our idea, we planned it out, we prompted our app to build something cool, we polished it up, we perfected it to a working version, and now we deployed it to mattiszen.replit.app. And if I click that URL, we have the same app right here. I'm not logged in just yet, but I should be able to log in as well if I click start my practice. Boom. Just like that. So I'm Matt. This has been an intro to Replit, an intro to all the cool things that you can build. We built our meditation timer here, but I really want to see the ideas that you can build. And I think if there's one thing to take away from this video, it's that you can build. We're at a point today where really anyone can create amazing applications with AI, whether that's expressing their ideas, building a business, or just having fun. But again, I'm Matt with Replit. Until next time, peace.